Welcome back to Martino TV. Needless to say, that purple people meter's going off the wall with people saying we're overly obsessed with celebrities. You can give us a call at 303-MARTINO. And our bankruptcy experts are at 303-771-HELP, 303-771-4357. Now, if you can read a book but have trouble seeing beyond that, then you're like millions of Americans who are nearsighted. They can see near but not far. Then, of course, as you get older, you can see far, not near. No matter what your problem is, you can get it helped with LASIK surgery. But think about this. Nearsightedness has jumped 66% in the last few decades. Can I guess why? Yes. Because Dr. John Dishler, our LASIK expert, he's here with all kinds of great information, and he does such great work with the people we send him for LASIK surgery. But it's because of these things. Close-up. We're doing too much close-up. Computers and handheld devices.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
I mean, some of it's hereditary, of course, but a lot of it, why has it changed so much? It's got to do with, especially in kids. This has been a hot button for you in the past.
Yes.
Kids used to be outside, outdoors,
right,
growing up. Now we're maturing their visual system, looking at computers, at tiny things up close all the time. You know, reading is, of course, very important, but too much close work, too much.
Right. So is that because we're not exercising our distance vision? Does it, I mean, if you don't use it, do you lose it, or is that a myth?
Well, we don't really understand exactly. It's sort of a puzzle. But the real truth is that when you look at things far away, your eyes are actually relaxed. And when you look at things up close, that's when they're working. And so we're working our eyes too hard, and the eye somehow is changing permanently.
Wow.
So that we make it easier to see up close as the eye matures and develops.
Okay, so what is it then? It's a hardening of the eye, or is it the eye's too strong when you have nearsightedness? People who can see near but not far.
Right. People who are nearsighted have one of two things. Either their eyeball is too long, and that's probably most of it, that the eye actually is growing longer.
From overuse? From strain?
From so much close work is what's being, this National Eye Institute study suggests that. I mean, some's genetics, look, if both parents are nearsighted, greater chance kids will be nearsighted, but the chances have just shot up to where it's almost a sure thing. I mean, we see people that, you know, are in school, study a lot, going to law school, things like that.
Yeah.
Much higher chance of nearsightedness in those groups than people who are farmers out in the fields, you know, outside. Also light. There's some evidence that being outside in the natural sunlight helps the eye to be normal. Being indoors all the time somehow makes people more nearsighted. We don't know why, but 66%
is a big increase.
Yeah, it's just huge. And so, yeah, we're there. We can fix nearsightedness, good news, with LASIK.
Well, how old? If my child is nearsighted, how old?
The youngest we do is about 18 years of age. We usually don't recommend people have this until their vision is matured, usually in their early 20s. What that means is 2 eye exams a year or two apart where things aren't changing anymore. We don't want to go after, you know, a moving target.
My mother used to say, turn on the light, you're going to ruin your eyes. Okay? She said, is that an old wives' tale?
That's kind of an old wives' tale.
So the amount of light or how you treat your eyes,
you can read under, you know, the blanket with a flashlight once in a while. That won't hurt anything. Okay. But being outdoors, of course, wear good sunglasses outdoors, you know, to protect from ultraviolet. But being outdoors, you know, enjoying the distance vision, especially in childhood, probably will reduce the amount of nearsightedness. Now, that's different from astigmatism. Astigmatism is when the eye is bent in a funny way.
Yes.
That's probably more heredity. People are usually born with that. It's just how the eye develops. Some things may play a role in that too, like, you know, prenatal nutrition and things like that.
Kind of a graphic.
So, yeah, here's nearsightedness. Basically, the eye's like a camera. If it's a little bit too long, and it doesn't take much, you know, if it's just a millimeter too long, that can drop your vision from 20/20 down to 2400. So if it's too long, or if the front curvature is too steep, that'll make things blurry, and there's nothing you can do internally. There's no exercises. There's nothing you can do to your eye to make it see better when you're nearsighted.
Now, we do have a testimonial from someone who went through LASIK with you, one of your patients.
Okay.
And we can take a listen right now. Let's hear right from someone who had LASIK done. Jen, do we have that ready?
It's been one day. I feel tremendous. Woke up this morning, could see the alarm clock. Never been able to do that before. I was a -6, very nearsighted. Couldn't see past 2 feet in front of my face, and now I can look out the windows here and see the mountains. It's great. It was quick and easy. I mean, as painless as you can imagine. Just very straightforward. Nothing was hidden. They explained everything real well up front. It was instantaneous. I literally, the procedure was done. I came out and I could see. It was a bit foggy, but that's completely went away since. There's nothing scary about it. Just rest assured that the staff here, they've gotten under control and they'll walk you through it step by step. We searched around quite a bit. I mean, when you're messing with your eyes, the last thing you want to do is, take any chances. So we did our research and we found that the Dishler Institute was top-notch, best place to go. So that's why we chose here.
Yes, if you do your research, you will find Dr. Dishler was the first in Colorado to do these. He's done the most. He has his own surgical center. You saw him in the office there, and then you saw the laser room with Dr. Dishler there. You do each and every procedure.
I do every procedure.
And that was your surgical center. Yep. Can you talk about that? Because that's very important to me. You don't meet someone at a hospital or at some third-party location.
It's very important. We have complete control over everything. We own the equipment.
Yeah.
We control the lasers. I check that everything is calibrated in the morning. There's nobody else coming in, putting fingerprints, using it. Right, it's only exclusively for our use. We make sure the environment is just the way it should be. We filter the air, we control the temperature, all these little things to make it so that those couple of minutes, now it looks a little yucky in the video, people feel nothing.
Oh, it doesn't look yucky at all because it's light hitting it.
It's just light, right. There's no cutting, there's no needles, there's no knives. And just in a few minutes, people have this done, and then afterwards we check them. Also, another thing is, after the procedure, I personally check each patient at the slit lamp to make sure that everything's perfect before they leave, and then we have myself or other qualified people check them the very next morning. It's
all bladeless, it's all done with lasers, and literally less than 20 seconds an eye, sometimes 10 and 11 seconds an eye. By the way, we have a special, an anniversary special. Now, it's an anniversary special of Dr. Dishler being with us for more than a year now, but it's a one-year anniversary special, $395 on custom. You save $395 on bladeless LASIK, and I'm telling you, that is a new patient LASIK exam, consultation, aftercare for 1 year, no extra charge for custom bladeless technology along with the OptiLaser, which is very fast, and 0 down 24-month financing. This offer expires at the end of July. You will not find a lower price with the same technology and the same correction anywhere. That is guaranteed. Dr. John Dishler. Always complimentary consultations and exams. And you can save $395. Okay. 303-793-3000. 303-793-3000. Or Dishler.com. We've sent a lot of people to Dr. Dishler. We love hearing from you. We appreciate your trust, and so does he. 303-793-3000. Paula?